Everyone. Good morning. Good
Good
morning,
morning, boss.
everyone. How are we
Good
doing?
morning, boss.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good
Good
morning,
morning, boss.
everyone. Good morning. How are we doing out there?
Great. How are you?
Woo! Doing better.
Good.
Doing a
Good.
lot better. Thank you for asking. Yes, they're
Yeah.
doing a lot better. I'm excited to be back. I've been gone for a few weeks, and I'm glad to be back. And I'm excited to give you this presentation this morning. And we're going to jump right into it right now. So, well, good morning, everyone. The title of today's presentation is Advancing in this Dynamic, keyword dynamic world of real estate. It is such an incredible time to be in real estate with so many changes all happening at the same time. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. The agenda today that I've got for you is I want to make a couple comments on the landmark case in Kansas City. Obviously, that is very important in our business. Also, getting back into the power of in-person meetings. I know that talking with some agents, we're still trying to do a little bit of the business over the phone. But we're going to get back into in-person meetings even more here in the office as well, Tuesday at noon. And we're going to get into about 5 minutes of the rise of private ISAs and how that has really, really affected some of the agents' production. Also, combining the high tech with the high touch. And this has been my jam for 25 years, high tech with high touch. So, all right, let's jump right into the Kansas City case, guys. The Kansas City case, obviously, groundbreaking lawsuit, and has been pending for over 10 years, 8 to 10 years in the real estate world. And I went out and found a video here with Mike Ferry. And what I want to do is I want to show this video to you guys right here. Let's go ahead and watch this.
You, and I'm sure all your brokers have heard about the startling and big news that came from Kansas City, Missouri last Tuesday, where the verdict came in on the big lawsuit that has been pending regarding commissions for virtually probably 8 or 10 years. So I want to suggest to you that if you want to update yourself on it, and I quite honestly recommend that everybody should be updating themselves on major legal issues that are taking place in our great industry.
Let me stop this. I just heard a comment that you can't hear that. Can somebody hear that?
I can hear it fine.
Okay.
Yes, we
I
can.
can hear it fine.
I can hear it fine.
Yeah, we can hear it fine.
To have the most updated and good opinions as to what this is all about. NAR, our national association, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, and Keller Williams, two of the largest real estate companies in the world, were found guilty by a jury, and they were given a fine of $1.7 billion in class action lawsuit about commissions. I wrote the following: don't panic. It has nothing to do with what you're going to do today. All these organizations have already stated they're going to appeal this case, which is certainly understandable. And I wrote it could take several months, up to even several years, for this to be settled. So it's business as usual. And I think one of the hardest parts about being a professional realtor is that we get caught up in high emotions and a lot of panic and drama. In most cases, doesn't apply to what we're trying to accomplish, which is to help a buyer buy a house or a seller sell a home. I'd like to read to you, if I may, a message I sent last Tuesday when the verdict came in. I sent this message out virtually probably within 2 hours to all of our coaching clients. And I think the message applies to almost all of us. But I'll start with saying to you, we have a very productive and important industry that is a major factor in keeping the North American economy, U.S. and Canada's economies, running at a vibrant pace and in most cases quite smoothly. So we are very important to the world in terms of what we do. I know at times, I'm sure that there are real estate agents that are not doing as well as they would like, and I think the times we're involved in today is a reflection of that. I have never been a big believer in real estate recessions. What I believe is that there are periods of time when we as an industry are affected by economic factors that we have no control of. We can't control the interest rates. We can't control what our governments in US and Canada decide to do. What we can do, though, is do our job at the highest level possible every day, in spite of some of the decisions that affect the economy. But I also believe, and I want you to think about this, I also have believed for years that if we activate a big group of great people, in this case 1.5 million or so real estate agents in the US. And we all upgrade and do our job at even a little bit higher level. We're going to change the face of the economy.
We're going to change the face of the economy. I love it. I'm going to end it there. What is your feedback there? I would love to get some of the feedback on what Mike just said there about don't panic. So please come off mute. Give me some of your feedback.
Go list more properties.
Exactly. So this will be appealed. Obviously, use this energy to focus deeper on becoming a great listing agent. I'm going to say that one again. Obviously, our commissions are on the table. Okay. This whole lawsuit is about our commissions. Now, if you focus deeper on providing better services and you focus deeper on becoming a great listing agent, this will not affect you at all. Okay. This will affect the buyer's commissions. They are in jeopardy, guys. They are in jeopardy. If you've been a buyer's agent, now's the time to switch. Now's the time to switch. 100% switch. Okay. Understand that your skills to list properties are being closely examined. How many of you guys agree with that point there, that your skills to list properties are being closely examined? How many of you guys agree with that? We got
Absolutely.
70 people
Always.
here. 70 people here now. Okay. So customers will ask you about this. And what I would say is divert the focus to buyer's agents commissions and tell the clients that this is more about the buyer side commission. So that's why I'm a listing agent. This does not affect my job. So guys, what is your takeaway here? Please come off mute. Give me some takeaway before we move on to the next topic.
Chad, mine is that I totally agree with you 100%. I heard this like 2-3 years ago when we found out that they were going to start suing everybody class action lawsuits. So
Good.
Be a listing agent, not a buyer's agent.
Thank you. Who else?
Which is what Devin does.
Who else has got some feedback? Thank you, Jason.
Hey, Chad, Dan Hardy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, I'm fortunate. Our NAR president is a neighbor of mine, and it's the same thing. It's like, don't panic. It's the same message now, and I think what we're finding out, the best practices, if people are not using buyer broker agreements, they should be doing that.
Yeah.
And then it's always been an option for a seller to pay a BAC. So
right.
It's communicating to your customer. Nothing's different.
That's right. Nothing's different. Perfect. Thank you, Dan. Let's move on. All right, guys. So we're going to open up meetings again in Kirkland. We've been kind of sporadic about meetings, but right now there's so many changes happening in the world of artificial intelligence. Guys, this artificial intelligence is moving so fast that I'm going to tell you that everything's going to change in about 12 months. Everything's going to change. All right. Everything's going to change. I want you guys to be very well prepared for all the changes that are coming with artificial intelligence. Now, many of you guys have just been kind of on the sidelines watching this thing happen. I'm here to tell you that in about 6 months from now, all cold calling will be artificial intelligence. All right. I want to say that again. All cold calling will be artificial intelligence. And I've already signed up for the best that I could find in terms of making cold calls with artificial intelligence. Now, obviously, text messages is one thing, but it's going to the next level where this thing will be making calls for you. Okay. I'm going to highly suggest that you get involved now before everything changes too fast for you to make changes. Okay. So you're going to have to learn how the AI chats work right now with your leads. Stop waiting. Okay, now's the time to get involved now. Okay, learn AI for your email templates. Now the AI is actually writing emails automatically. So learn how to use the AI generated for voicemail greetings. We've been working with this. Right now, we've got a handful of agents that are on our AI platform where we're using AI to generate voicemail messages and drop those voicemail messages automatically. The next is we're going to learn how the AI is going to start making phone calls. Okay. Guys, I'm dead serious right now. I am dead serious right now. You better jump on this now. Okay, I can't tell you. I mean, I'm elevating my level of intensity here today to tell you that now you must get involved with AI now. Okay, you'll remember these words later. All right, when Chad said you should have gotten involved, you should have gotten involved. Okay, so you're going to have to keep learning very quickly. Okay, it's not just, oh, I got it turned on. That's not enough. Okay, I'm using it. That's not enough. Okay, I've already got this turned on to my pipeline. That's not enough, guys. We're actually just in the first quarter of this thing. We're in the first quarter. All right, so if you already have this turned on, if this thing's already running through your pipeline, if this thing's already generating leads for you, that's the first quarter. I'm telling you, the second quarter is where this thing's actually making calls for you. Okay, so we're gonna have to stay on top of this. All right, we're not gonna be sleeping here. We're not going to just sit back and wait for this thing. We're actually going to stay in front of this thing like a wave. We're going to be riding the wave. We're not going to be behind the wave. We're going to ride the wave. So we're going to have meetings every week, Tuesday at noon. Bring your laptops. Bring your laptops. I will see you tomorrow at noon because this thing is getting scary. Okay, guys, it's getting scary. And I will tell you right now that we will be in front of this. And for the agents that actually do roll up their sleeves, and they actually do involve themselves, you'll be just fine. All right, you'll be just fine. But I will tell you, for the agents that are not involved with this, I'm worried for you. I'm very worried for you because the agents that will have these tools will kick your ass so fast you won't even understand what's happening. And that's happening right now in the world. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next topic, which is private ISAs. But before I do that, I would love to get some feedback from anyone out there that's on this call that has the same sentiment that I do, which is this thing is growing very quickly. And I don't know if you guys have seen some of the advertisements on Facebook or on online, but this artificial intelligence is already making phone calls where it sounds like a British actor, or it sounds like a female customer service actor making phone calls, able to actually handle objections. It's crazy. All right. Has anybody seen that yet?
I have not.
Chad, I'm here.
Yeah. So
I have gotten a lot of bot calls on my phone that are AI.
yeah,
And
it's starting.
They're just phishing. Yeah,
it's just starting, guys. And I will tell you right now that it's getting good. Okay. Now, Tesla, here's some proof. Here's some social proof for you. Tesla has already started using artificial intelligence to make phone calls of people who are thinking about buying Tesla cars and inviting them into the showroom to make, drives and make appointments. So they've already got artificial intelligence setting appointments for people to buy Teslas to come in the dealership and do test drives. It's happening. Okay. It's happening very quickly. And we're going to be in front of this for real estate. Okay. I don't want to scare you too much, but I want to tell you that if you've been sitting on the sidelines or you've been waiting, now's time to jump in, put your suit on, get on the field. Now's time to play the game. All right. And you're only going to hear me say this really strong once. All right. For everybody who does get on the field, congratulations. For those of you who are still sitting in the bleachers, I don't know how you're going to keep up. Honestly, I don't know how you're going to keep up. All right, let's go ahead and move on. The rise of private ISAs. So this is an interesting segue because obviously the artificial intelligence is going to be able to find the leads for us, but the artificial intelligence is not going to be able to do really intelligent follow-up calls. Okay, so this is since the rise of private ISAs. So we currently have two segments of ISAs. We've got the group ISAs, making the cold calls, doing the heavy lifting, finding the business. And then we have private ISAs that are tier 2, that are smart enough to find the business and do intelligent follow-up calls. Okay. Private ISAs, they're more careful with what they're saying. So this will flip over in 2024. This will flip over to where most ISAs will become private ISAs, because the AI will be finding most of the leads. Okay, most of the leads. So I've already prepped our team. I've already been telling our team about this. I've already told our team for probably, let's see, Amber, how long have I been telling you guys that this is coming?
It's been like 3 months, I think.
Yeah, 3 months. So for about 3 months, I've already told our ISA team that in sometime in the near future, the cold calling days will be over for humans. Okay, it's going to be over. So it will be a time very soon where AI does that work for us. And you guys have all read the articles, you've all seen the news, you've all seen it. It's happening. All right. It's not just like going to happen in the future. It's today. It's already happening. So tenured agents, brokers, partners, you guys are going to be partnered with private ISAs to quickly increase that production. Private ISAs will work directly with realtors one-on-one. And so you guys are really I mean, I would actually say that you guys are probably at some of the best times of real estate where you guys are on the cutting edge of using robots to do a lot of the heavy lifting work for you guys. And this is an exciting time. It's a very exciting time to be in real estate because we're merging where robots and humans are starting to work together in real estate. And it's just so exciting to me. I literally am having trouble sleeping about this. And so it's waking me up early. I'm coming to the office super early. I was here at 4:30. I'm very excited about the future of using these robots and using this artificial intelligence. So private ISAs will be managed by our internal team. They're going to be trained daily, held accountable, and also ensure that they produce every day. Many of you guys have already got private ISAs, so congratulations on investing in your business. Private ISAs generate over 200 live transfers per year for your business. And even at a 10% conversion rate, that's 20 listings per year per realtor. So, you know, it clearly has a good ROI, return on investment, for the amount invested. You're clearly getting that back. And that doesn't even include all of the repeat and referral business that comes from listings. And as experienced agents, you guys know this, that one listing usually brings 2 transactions. So that doesn't take into account all of the other, call it derivative business or extra business that comes from a listing. So agent conversion rates with seller leads increase with a private ISA. Okay. I'm going to say that one again. Okay. So when you have a private ISA, your conversion rates dramatically improve because you're getting a faster quantity of this business, and your skills just simply get better, get very good very quickly because you're getting so much of this business. So this will become standard in 2024 is the private ISA. Many of our agents who have been here for 10 years remember back when the time when we had ISAs in person. We had in-person ISAs where agents would come work with the ISA literally side by side all day. And so Stuart Anderson, I remember you were on team 10.
Yep.
We had 10 different teams. You were on team 10.
Yep.
You would come sit next to Casey Camby, if you remember,
Yep.
and you would get all of his business. That's essentially a private ISA.
Yeah.
He's doing the work for you while you're sitting next to him. And Stuart, can you say a couple words about that experience? You know, what was that? That was probably 5
That
6
was crazy. So yeah, that's where the term live transfer came from. I would literally be sitting next, you know, we'd have our time that we'd go and sit next to our ISAs, and we'd actually just take the headset and put it on my head. Hi. And he'd have the motivation, you get on the phone. So yeah, it was, you know, that was cutting edge 10 years ago. You know, we've been riding the wave with you for, you know, it's been going on 12 years now. And I'm excited. This is cool. So if you're not jumping on the bandwagon and you're thinking about it, you know, Chad's right, where you're going to get run over. If that's, you know, if that's, it's all, how busy do you want to be? You know, it's really about how busy do you want to be? Because it changes your business, it changes your life, it changes your pocketbook. And along with the practicing here on the Breakfast Club every day, it's just giving yourself a raise. Right?
And it's another clear indication that there's no middle class. Okay. This, you know, these group ISAs have been kind of serving the middle class. The private ISAs have been serving the top producers. And you know, I'm finding that there just is a lack of there's just a lack of middle class here. It's either you're starving or you're doing really well. you're either, you know, starving for listings or you have lots of listings. It's one or the other. It's either you don't have any business or you have lots of there's really no in between. And that is going to continue into the AI revolution. So more here is that I want to give a quick testimonial from Devin. I want to get one because 3 weeks ago, we actually assigned him a private ISA. I think his name is Vincent, if that's right. I think I recall. And the results are is he's already gotten 3 new listings from the private ISA. Devin, you know, I haven't talked to you much in the last few weeks, so this is all new. I've kind of heard this from the grapevine. I haven't actually heard this from you directly. So, I mean, what I know is that these private ISAs are able to produce between 15 to 20 seller live transfers monthly. So, Devin, can you come off mute and give me a quick testimonial of your first 3 weeks with a private ISA?
Yeah, so I was grateful enough to institute Vincent into my business, and you know, he's been more than helpful as far as finding motivated sellers. And I've had a handful of good live transfers and gotten to plethora of living rooms and signed three of them so far. And I'm working on the 4th one currently. But yeah, I mean, this is a business I wouldn't even have picked up essentially, or I would have came later on after I found it. But you know, great handoff, great lead, and you know, it's our job to have the skills to close it. And right here is, you know, where you learn the skills, because they sure give objections. They just don't say, "Oh yeah, come on over." You know, it's never that easy. But you know, the skills are going to win here. So I definitely highly suggest, you know, having an ISA, private ISA, and not only that, you know, sharpening your toolbox here on the Breakfast Club.
Okay. And Devin, how long has it been that Vincent was assigned to you and you only?
Right. 2.5 weeks ago. It hasn't been that long.
And how many live transfers have you received from Vincent? Roughly, you know, not
In total,
not accurately.
in
Just,
total, like
is it 1 a day?
typically like 3 a day, 1 to 3 a day.
Wow, 1 to 3 a day. Well, you got a good guy. All right. Well, I will tell you, as I've told everyone else, it's very important for you guys to actually meet daily, talk daily. These guys are not black boxes. They're not robots. These are humans that you want to meet with daily. You want to make sure that they are taken care of. They feel appreciated, and it's important that you meet with them daily. So I want to also give a testimonial from Celeste, because Celeste currently has 2 private ISAs for the last 5 years. And, you know, her results have been 8 listings monthly, pretty much every month. I think last month she took more, but, you know, you can go fact check me on the MLS if you want to go look at that. I mean, she takes easily 50, 60, 70 listings a year. In fact, there was one year where she took 90 listings in a year. So, you know, having 2 private ISAs will improve that. So, and then always having new business coming in, not really worried about where the business is going to come from, not having that anxiety of wondering where that business is going to come from. So, so really, here's how it's going to work, guys, is that many of our tenured partners in pipeline will be pushed into this private ISA program. Some of you guys, I'm going to push into having 2 of them. And so if you want to double or triple your production, this is the way. If you're interested, I've got a presentation for you. So last is I wanted to say, why is this important to you? Well, guys, quite honestly, you know, and not to be a super negative guy here right now, but I will tell you that the conversion rates have gone down in our business for the last 2 years because it's harder to list properties. It's harder. It takes more skills. It's harder to convince or persuade a seller to actually list their property and get them to move. It's harder. It is what it is. Okay. It is what it is. So it's going to take more leads to close more deals in 2024. The interest rates are not going to go down to 5% next year. They're going to stay up high. Okay, they are going to stay up high. So we're going to have to face reality. And reality is it's going to take more leads to close deals. So if you're interested in getting 200 live transfers in 2024, I will tell you that this is the roadmap. So many of you guys are at level 3 here. 3 would be where you are receiving group live transfers and you are doing a good job. But I've got to get you to add a private ISA at level 4 so that you can start working together with your private ISA, and then you can start getting into receiving 1 listing a week and start making 300,000 a year, and then get into the category kings where we have 2 private ISAs for you where you're making over $500,000 a year. All right. That's where I want everyone on this call to be, is at level 6. So many of you guys are kind of stuck at level 3. I want you guys to consider getting unstuck and moving to level 4. All right, adding a private ISA. So now, as we wrap up this call today, guys, I've got a couple of things that I want to give you, which is success requires replacing certain things. All right. And so I found this online. I'm not going to take credit for this. I actually lifted it offline. And that is that you're going to have to replace the alcohol with water, failing with learning, overthinking with more action, blame with responsibility for what you did, toxic friends with strong mentors, complaining, bitching and complaining with gratitude. All right. Netflix marathons with great sleep. You're going to have to replace those 2. You're going to have to replace the fake influencers online that you watch or follow. Remove those guys and start, looking at inspiring leaders in our industry. All right. Or I can't do this with, I will do this. We've had a lot of agents drop out of this program just simply because the market's getting harder. I hear that I can't afford this. I hear that I hear all this, I can't do this, or I can't afford this, or all this crap. Guys, you're going to have to actually just roll up your sleeves, and you're going to have to push harder. All right. Now, I want to give you guys some gratitude as we end. And the gratitude is simply this, is that I'm very proud of our community. We have a very strong community of agents and brokers, and I'm very proud of you guys. And I'm very thankful about our support team. I mean, really, there's no way that we could all be here without that support team. And that's the truth. All right. That is the truth, because their tireless efforts and dedication are really the driving force behind all of our accomplishments. And I want to give them most of the praise. Now, this team is starting to take, 2 to 3 listings every single day, and I'm very proud of that. In this marketplace, taking 2 to 3 listings every day is good. We have been at a time in the past, in 2017, 18, 19, where we've taken 10 listings a day. We can get back to that point, but I know that the market has shrank and the market has really gotten harder. But we will be back to 10 per day. But right now we're taking between 2 and 3 per day. Expanding our network of powerful agents nationwide. We keep adding more powerful agents. So thank you so much. And also, I wanted to say that, just the progress of many of our partners starting to take listings is honestly amazing. Is seeing a buyer's agent become a listing agent. That is actually the best thing that I could ever have. It's better than another Corvette. It's better than another rental property. I literally get excited seeing agents become successful in this program. And it is a win-win-win. All right. It's a win for the sellers. It's a win for you guys. It's a win for us. It's a win for our ISAs. It's a win-win-win. Every time we take a listing, it is a win. So guys, we're going to begin now that it's almost 8 o'clock. I want you to focus on 2 hours of solid work. 2 hours every single morning this week of solid work. All right. Earn your afternoon. I think I coined this. Earn your afternoon. Work your ass off in the morning to earn your afternoon. If you want to goof off, if you want to go, do your whatever you want to do it in the afternoon, but earn it. Earn it. Earn your afternoon. All right. Set all of your in-person appointments for the afternoon after lunch. Don't mess around with the morning. The morning should be untouchable. No interruptions. All right. Focus on the private ocean, your pipeline of clients. Good morning pipeline. That's what we used to say 10 years ago. Good morning pipeline. Log into your pipeline, start working all of your leads, right? There are deals in there. I promise you there are deals in there. And I'll end with this. is that it is your professional duty and your responsibility for the next 2 hours to go work your business. It's your professional duty. All right. And so now it's time for our focused work. And I want to say thank you so much for your time today, guys. It looks like we ended perfectly on time. I would love to get your feedback. If you've got any burning feedback on the top of your mind, please unmute and let me know.
I think that you've said everything correctly. We just have to figure it out.
Okay. Thank you, Jason. Anybody else?
Yeah, it's jumping on the wave and getting that surfboard greased up and stay on the wave, stay ahead of that brakes, stay ahead of the brakes. You're going to get lost in the dust if you don't. So thank you for creating this platform for all of us to thrive on, Chad. Thanks.
Oh.
Thanks, Stuart. He built that pipeline way before asset. You were awesome, Chad.
Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else have any feedback before we end here? It's 8 o'clock.
Okay. Jason.
Question, not feedback.
All right. Well,
is the AI Zoom going to be, is the AI meeting at noon going to be on Zoom for the people who don't live in that state?
yes. Yeah. So we'll reach out to you guys. There's a lot going on with AI. So it's not just going to be like a one and done kind of thing. This is a lifestyle. AI is going to be a lifestyle that you're going to have to plug into. It is changing literally our business every day. And so it's not something that you're just going to learn and be done with. It's something that you're going to have to really change your entire life around. And I know those are big words, but it is true. All right. So any other feedback about today's messages? Okay. All right.
Everybody just go out and hustle.
Yeah, it's time to go out and hustle. That's right, Esther. It's time to go out and hustle right now. 2 hours. Don't do anything else, including you, Esther. Don't you dare get into that processing world. Okay. We're going to go hustle. We're going to go find some business, and it starts right now. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Get it. Later, Chad. Thanks.